Hey guys, welcome back. So we are still shut down due to this weather, but it's warming up and things are melting fast. So I'm going to be back to work probably here in the next couple days, because a lot of my work, you guys see it, I do a lot of road grading and stuff like that. And I do have a bunch of forestry mulching jobs on the books. I decided just to take a little bit of time off because the weather has been frigid cold, and I've been running nonstop for like 3 years, so taking a week off was amazing. But what I'm doing right now, I got the truck warming up. I was getting ready to head over to my neighbor's. That's where my excavator's sitting. I got a little job I was going to knock out for him. But tomorrow my tint guy's coming, and he's going to tint the windows on the skid steer and the excavator for me. So I need to run over there, grab the excavator, get it back over here. I had the truck warming up. I was going to run over there, but my old lady just got home, so I'm gonna have her take me over there. So let's run over there, grab the excavator real quick. Well, hello, beautiful. I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. My old lady's headed to the house. I'm just gonna track this bad boy home. I only live maybe a half mile that way, so let's get this thing warming up. I had the windows tinted on one of my Bobcats I had, and I loved it. And I've been wanting to do that to this machine for a while, so finally getting it done. All right, let that warm up for a minute. I'll show you this job I'm gonna be working on. So I got a few different tasks out here. I'm gonna be bringing a skid steer as well. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the forestry mulcher back with me, and I'm gonna forestry mulch this whole creek here, get all this brush out of here, and then I'll also bring the brush hog for the skid steer as well. So I'm going to clean up around this barn and stuff like that. I'm going to grade this driveway as well while we're here. Actually, I'm not going to be grading this here. It's up by the house, so I'm going to be grading. We'll check that out when we get back. That'll be the next video. But this place is really cool. This is one of my good buddies. This is his great-grandpa's place that he now owns, and his great-grandpa built this barn. How cool is that? But I'm just going to clean it up around here and make it look nice. And then, this is something I'll show you in the next video. Up in the woods, there's a pretty nice sized pond up there. It's got a bit of an erosion problem, so we're going to fix that as well. Just a bunch of little tasks to do. And these are the kind of projects I love. Just come out, be out in the country, and play with my machines and get some stuff done. But let's head to the house. All right, we are warmed up. Let's get moving here. It's gonna take me a minute to get to the house because these excavators are slow. This is full speed right here. It's about a fast walk pace. That's okay. We'll get there. When we get to the house, I have to use this excavator to clean out the dump truck because the dump truck broke down on me. We blew a coolant line, and it was one of the days when it was freezing cold outside, and a bunch of the rock that was in the truck when the truck broke down froze in the bed. So I need to clean the bed out because I may be doing some hauling tomorrow, and I haven't had the excavator at home to do that, so that is the plan. Guys, I am so crazy busy. We are now booked out till well into June. Half the year, over half the year-ish. And that's best case scenario if the weather cooperates, and you guys know how it is. You get out on these jobs and customers add work, and especially out here where I'm at, you'll start a simple little job and you'll hit rock and everything just takes twice as long as you expect, and what I'm getting at is I'm not going to be bidding any more work for a while unless the customers know for sure that they can wait for me. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, rock. This is the story of our life out here. Look at all that. We basically live on a giant rock. But I did make a major change to our company, guys, and we'll talk about that more in the next video. But things are going to be different. We'll just leave it at that for now. But I'm super excited of what we're doing, and it's what I've always wanted, so I'm super excited. Well, I surely won't be getting any speeding tickets in this excavator. Well, we're getting there. I wanted you guys to see this. This right here, this is a piece of property that we just bought. And you guys are going to be seeing this a lot because we've got a lot of projects to do over here. Basically, the long-term plan is we're going to demolish that trailer there, and then my parents are going to build a house right there. And then there's also a pretty good sized pond down in the bottom that's been drained. So I'm going to restore that. And then there's another, check this out. This place is like the crap hole of our neighborhood, so we're super happy to buy it and clean it up. But that right there is on our property as well now. So I'm going to demolish that and get it out. But that is the plan. We're always up to something. We made it. Let's get the old girl warming up. We'll scrape this rock out of the bed. I'll show you this hose that I blew. We lost all the coolant out of this dang dump truck on the last driveway we did. Luckily, we was only about a mile from our job site when it happened, so we was able to get to the job site and shut it down. And then the truck sat overnight with a load of rock, and a lot of it froze in the bed. I'll show you that here in a second. I just got a new windshield put in this 2 days ago because it was leaking. We're good on oil. So this boot right here, it was just old and cracked, and we lost all the coolant. It took us down. It's crazy when just a little piece of rubber can take down a whole truck. This thing hasn't been started in about a week. I need to clean this thing out. You may notice that the speedometer's missing. I took it out, sent it to Colorado to get repaired. The odometer hadn't worked on this truck since I've owned it, and it makes it really hard to track my oil changes, so fine, that's like, screw it. I found a good company that could fix it for me, took it out, sent it to them, and the glass guy forgot his pen. I'll show you the rock in the bed here. Now that it's warm, this may dump right out, but all that was frozen in the bed. It was not coming out. I mean, it was freaking cold. Let's let this thing warm up for a minute, then we'll move it out here on the road and scrape it out. Looks like some of it's already fallen out. This may not be too bad. This was a rock the other day. It wasn't coming out at all. Yeah, I probably don't need the excavator, but it's already here, so let's go ahead and continue with the process. See all that? There's a lot of rock in there still. There it goes. That's what I'm talking about. This truck's about due a new bed. It's rusted and the floor's about gone out of it. My bucket gonna fit in there? Barely. Yeah, I think if I just back up and I don't want to dent my bed here, but I'm betting, yeah. Come on, baby. I see you moving. There you go. There we go. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Oh, I got one more little piece there. There we go. That'll work. That's all we wanted. Get this thing out of the way. Oh, that's probably about a ton of rock here. Use on my own driveway. I've got a Mongo tilt grading bucket that I bought years ago, back when I had Bobcat equipment. So it's got the Bobcat quick attach on it. I finally got some blanks for it so I can cut that Bobcat stuff off, weld the new John Deere blanks on here so I can start using it on my excavator here. I'll just kind of get this halfway spread here. I'll have the skid steer out tomorrow. We'll get it graded up nice. As long as we can drive past it, that's all I care about today. It's rare I actually work for myself. And I have a lot of property I would love to clean up if I ever get the time. I've had this forestry mulcher for over a year, and I've never used it on my own property. And I would love to. I don't know at what point the camera moved on me, but this is life in the real world. And I need to get better equipment. Let's get this truck put up. All right, I'm done for the day. I'll bring you guys back tomorrow when my tent guy gets here. We'll put everything in the shop, we'll build a fire, and then we'll pick his brain on everything tent, maybe hang with him for a little bit and see how he does things. All right, guys, we're getting with it. He's already got one machine done. We actually ended up doing the dump truck and my work truck. Let's walk out there and look at that, and then we'll come back in and talk to Donnie. Check out the dump truck. She's clean. So we did that, and then on the back glass we put 5%. Boom, done. Donnie has been a workhorse today. He even did my work truck, skid steer, and now he's on the excavator. Look at this. Now when I'm driving around grumpy, people can't see. We put the eyebrow on there too. All this is legal, 35%. And all the research I did, I'm legal to put it on the windows of the dump truck up to 35%. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 99.9% sure of that. At least that's what the internet told me. What do you think, Donnie?
How's it going?
You've been getting with it today, huh?
A little bit.
What time you got here at like 8:30? And it's almost 5.
Yeah, we're getting close though.
Yeah, check this skid steer out. So we didn't tint the front window because it's a forestry door, but we ended up going around the sides. That's 20%. And then we didn't bother with the skylight because it's got this forestry kit on it and it'd be a pain to pull that off, so it wasn't worth the hassle. What kind of tint do you recommend on these machines, Donnie?
We're using 20% ceramic today. Ceramic tint, you have your ceramic and you have your carbon tint. Your ceramic blocks out a lot more heat than the carbon does. They block out the same UV rays and stuff, but as far as the heat rejection, the ceramic takes in a lot more heat than the carbon does to absorb it and keep it off of you.
Yeah, these dang excavators, they're like aquariums when you're sitting in them.
Fish bowls, yeah.
You're sitting in a glass cage. Plus, if I'm sitting in there and I'm grumpy, customers can't see me as good.
Right.
So on the excavator, we're doing 20 on the sides and the back, and then 35 on the front, correct?
Correct.
And that's what I had a Bobcat excavator before, and Donnie did it for me then, and it turned out great. But I highly recommend window tint on your machines because it just, when you're out in the summer and that sun's just beating down on you, you're not getting sunburnt, and it just makes for a nicer ride. But yeah, that's it. I'll pop back on here when he's done and we'll check this out. But what a day. Tomorrow I'll be back at it. I'm gonna be doing some dump trucking. We have to let this cure. Donnie's recommended we let it sit in the shop another day just because it's so cold out. All right, guys, so Donnie is all done and he's already gone. He took off, but guys, it has been a long day for him. He did a lot of stuff for me today. You've seen it. He did the dump truck, the 450, and both of these machines, and that's a lot. I do realize, guys, earlier, I'm horrible at introducing people. That was Donnie. He owns DMK Tinting here in the Lake of the Ozarks area. He's done a lot of work for me. He's the only tint guy I would use is him because, guys, I'm a perfectionist and attention to detail, and just use him. If you're in the area and you have equipment or trucks or anything like that, give him a call. He'd be happy to help. I highly recommend him. But check it out. Turned out really nice. We'll jump inside these rigs real quick. Let's check out the skid steer first. So we did not tint the front door because it's polycarbonate and it would just bubble over time, but it does have a little bit of tint from the factory. Let's check this out. This is 20% ceramic window tinting. So We use ceramic. Well, you've seen. He explained it in the video. I don't need to explain it again. It blocks the UV rays. Keeps your cab cooler. That's what he recommends. So there's the skid steer. Love it. Excavator. This is the machine that makes a huge difference on because all of the windows, it's like you're sitting in a freaking fish aquarium. So we ended up doing 35% on the front and 20% on the sides and back. Let's jump up in there. This is what I am talking about. This is so nice. Let me shut this door. Check it out. Isn't this homey and comfortable in here? But that is it, guys. So the next thing I'm thinking about doing. Let me get out of here real quick. Guys, I want some recommendations or your thoughts. Should I wrap these two machines? And if I do it, I'm gonna have a wrap designed to match my work truck. I would love to do it. It would look amazing. My only reservation is I'm concerned it won't hold up because I do a lot of forestry mulching and I'm in the woods a lot. So that is my question. Any of you guys out there that have wrapped equipment, do you think I should do it? Do you think it'll hold up good in the woods? That's my question. But guys, that is a wrap. It has been a long day and I'm gonna go in and get some dinner. But that being said, the next video after this one, we're gonna be back out, getting with it, running machines, driving trucks. This snowstorm, it really got us. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna be back to work. We're gonna get back into some more business advice and the good old daily grind. So guys, thank you so much for being here. If you got anything from this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.